feel like this is the #1 concern when it comes to people who are trying to switch to a plant-based diet, is they have this major misconception that you will somehow develop a protein deficit getting your sources from plants as opposed to animal-based products. If you're getting enough calories on a daily basis, you're getting enough protein. Yes, animal products contain plenty of protein. They also contain loads of saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol. They increase levels of TMAO, among other things. So you're well better off getting your protein from plant sources, which have high amounts of things like fiber and antioxidants and phytochemicals and sterols and stanols. So I'm going to be going over how much we need on a regular basis. Of course, there's a little variation depending upon where you're at in your stage in life, elderly versus children and pregnant women and lactating women and some elite athletes, but we'll get more into that in a bit. I'm also going to go over some of the major plant-based sources of protein to make sure that you are obtaining enough on a regular basis so you can feel confident that you're getting enough protein. And then I'm gonna go over just a real easy day's worth of meals to show you how simple it is to maintain your protein requirements on a plant-based or vegan diet. If you guys are just tuning in for the first time, I'm Carly. I'm a plant-based nutritionist. I was going to school to be a dietitian, but COVID happened and life happened and here I am. So there's a lot of great information about protein sources on my blog as well at modernnutritiondesigns.com if you want to check that out instead of tuning into YouTube. So how much do we need on a regular basis? So this is calculated by using 0.8 to 0.9, depending on which expert you're speaking to, grams of protein per kilogram of healthy body weight per day. So that equates to about 56 grams per day for men and approximately 46 grams per day for women. It's really not that much. It's very easily obtained. So like I said, depending upon your situation, your pregnancy, lactating, elite athletes to some extent, basically these people all require more calories in general. So you're inevitably going to obtain more protein. But we'll get into the specifics on different population needs in this separate video. But now I'm going to talk about some of the best plant-based sources. So even vegetables have protein. Fruit is the only area that really doesn't hold a significant amount of protein. But grains and legumes are where you're going to get the bulk of it, as well as nuts and seeds and those veggies. I just want to point out that all 9 of the essential amino acids are found in plants. You don't need to combine this vegetable with this grain or this nut with this seed. You're going to obtain all of them regardless of what types of foods you choose. Just make sure you get a variety throughout your day or even your week, and you'll be perfectly fine getting all those amino acids. We do recycle amino acids to some extent. They are reused and stored, again, to some extent. I just have some statistics here. Again, if you want to just see these for yourself, you can check them out on my blog. I have meat versus plant-based protein sources, and I just want to show you how similar they are. And these are based on a single serving. So like ground beef would be 3 ounces. I know nobody eats 3 ounces of ground beef, but you get 21 grams of protein from that source. Now lentils, 1 cup of boiled lentils has almost the equivalent at 18 grams of protein per serving. A chicken breast, which has 26 grams of protein, is equivalent to zucchini beans at 26 grams of protein as well. Shrimp, 3 ounces, has 12 grams of protein, and nutritional yeast actually has 14 grams of protein. I don't know if you guys have ever seen or utilized nutritional yeast. This was a new one for me. when I went plant-based. It's actually incredibly good for you, and you only need about a tablespoon, but it's just these little flakes, and lots of plant-based people, or people who consume plant-based diets rather, utilize this to make a cheesy flavor in a lot of their cooking, so check it out. Bacon has about 9 grams of protein, and that's equivalent to quinoa, which has about 9 grams of protein. Except, I believe they're referring more so to the red and brown quinoa. This is just regular white quinoa, and it has about 7 grams of protein. But I mentioned lentils as well. Those, this is another one that I did not utilize much until I became plant-based. It's definitely a staple though. And the last one I have written down is hot dogs have 7 grams of protein, and hemp seeds actually have 10 grams. So you can easily obtain a similar amount of protein from including these plant-based options into your diet. So to give you a little run through of what a day might look like for somebody on a plant-based diet to get an optimal amount of protein, a simple breakfast of oatmeal, some berries, and a little bit of flaxseed. And then for lunch, if you have like a quinoa rice salad bowl with some tahini, mustard, and lemon dressing. And then for dinner, a lentil curry with mixed veggies over rice. That comes out to 53.1 grams of protein for the entire day. So that's 106% of your daily value. So that's over the amount that you're required to obtain for women. For men, it's almost there, but I didn't include any snacks in this meal plan. It'd be easy to obtain those extra 3 grams. So that's plant-based protein in a nutshell. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. I love engaging with you guys and hearing where you're kind of tripped up on either initiating this diet or maintaining it. I know it can get a little overwhelming at times. That's why I try to make these videos twice a week. There's so much information on something that would seem to be so simple, but as you'll find out, it has a lot of complexity involved in it. So I will stop rambling and let you get about your day. Thanks for watching.